It's a massively inspiring story. I mean, to think of what he went through in that prison cell. I've had the misfortune of spending one day in prison on a learning experience. We were in Pollsmoor prison. And I can tell you that the conditions inside Pollsmoor prison, which we would all be fearful of, sounded like, or they are like, a luxury hotel compared to what Rusty went through. The prisoners in Pollsmoor have beds, whereas the prisoners where Rusty was were sleeping on the floor. So his story is just, it's gut-wrenching in terms of the absolute devastation he must have lived through for 10 years.
Well, very emotional and great admiration of the survival spirit that we all seem to have within us, but most have forgotten it in the world of me, and this abundance of everything and taking everything for granted. And he is a wake-up call in everybody's life, no matter where you come from and how old you are and what you have experienced. I come from Vienna, from Austria.
It really touched my heart, I realized that I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed in my life. I lack nothing in my life. And one of the things that stood out is you actually have to have perseverance in life, you understand that? In the midst of trouble, you always have to trust God, you always have to bounce back into life, you always have to have a positive attitude towards life.
No, it was mind-blowing. So many different emotions, from sheer joy to unbelief, disbelief with what he had gone through, and seeing him standing up there, the healthy, gorgeous-looking man that he is, and after having lived in those conditions, just it's inspirational.
Rusty's message on gratitude is huge. A lot of us take a lot of things for granted in our life, and it's absolutely proven that when you focus on gratitude, if you change your daily routine, your morning routine to focus on gratitude, your whole outlook on the day is different. So his message on gratitude for me was powerful.
It taught me a lot. We tend to take life for granted, and we have so much, and to see what Rusty has gone through with nothing, and he still made it through, and we've got all the comforts of life, and we still don't appreciate that, and we want more. How much more can we want? We need to appreciate what we've got, and that's what I've taken from his talk today.
I can relate to hurt, to injustice, to being innocent, yet having to suffer. I'm here to make a difference to the people. I'm not here to enrich myself, but to give. And that's what he's doing. He's giving, he's not moping, look what happened to me. He's saying, hey, everything is great. Everything is a mess, but everything is great.
The thing that I will do different going out here today is to be grateful of every opportunity, to love every person. And another thing is forgiveness. You cannot move forward. You cannot love if you're not forgiving to people.
The thing of forgiving but not forgetting, I think that's also a huge thing, because it's like saying you forgive but you don't really, and that came about quite strong to me. Also, the way that sentence that he said about life in Vegas or life in prison is still life, and it's what you've got to do with it that matters, and that to me was very powerful.
It's a tough one. I think I've grown up privileged, and I think a lot of people grow up privileged and they don't realize how privileged they are. Every one of us has experiences in our life, hardship on different levels. Nothing obviously compared to what Rusty's lived through. But we can take any experience, I can take any experience of my life where it feels like the sun's not going to rise in the morning, but it doesn't compare to that. And I think for me, the big message is if a human being can live through that type of experience and still come out and be successful and completely get over it, then there's hope for all of us. There's no situation too big that we can't surmount and overcome.